We are back with episode 4 of Gina Honestly. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about my birthday celebration. I was gone for a week. We didn't have an episode last week, and that was because I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled, you guys. I had to do something very uncomfortable that I didn't feel like doing, which was getting all four of my wisdom teeth extracted at once. So we're going to do this in two parts. We're going to first start with, let's honestly, let's change it up. I'm going to start with talking about my experience with getting my wisdom teeth pulled, and then we'll dive into all things birthday celebration and what I did to celebrate my birthday. So dive right on in. I hate going to the dentist. Always have. Not my favorite thing to do. I don't think it's anybody's favorite thing to do, but definitely not mine. So I had put off getting my wisdom teeth extracted because I knew that it was going to put me out of commission. The first time that I was told that I really absolutely needed to get it done was right after I had Rowan, and I was not in a place that I wanted to do that. Who wants to be postpartum breastfeeding and then talking about, getting their wisdom teeth extracted? So I held off on it. It wasn't like dire need. I did have two that were partially impacted. The two on the top were fully grown in, but the two on the bottom needed to be they were partially impacted. So it was definitely something that needed to be done. My dentist always put it out there on my radar, but I was like, I'm holding off as long as possible. But it got to a point where we knew that I was going to need to do it. Finally sucked it up and was like, after I get through my first, it was after I move into my place. Then it was, no, this is too close to my birthday. Let's wait until after my birthday. I'm here to say I'm happy that I waited until after my birthday. I put my big girl pants on and got this done because putting off going to the dentist and doing dental work doesn't mean that you're not going to need to get it done. It just means you're putting it off. And it's something that we should really be taking serious for those that are putting off going to the dentist, because dental work is really important to your overall oral, your oral health is important to your overall health, I guess I should say. And I've always known that, but I was just always hesitant on getting my teeth pulled. I always went to my cleanings, did my visits and checkups and everything, but getting those teeth pulled was definitely the scariest thing ever. I was so afraid that I was going to lose get nerve damage or just have a bad experience. So I took my time, researched the dentists that were out there and tried to find a good oral surgeon for this. And I really think I did amazing. For anyone that's actually watching on a video, you can see I have zero any issues, no puffiness in my face. Everything is back to normal. I am now officially, I think, 12 days post surgery, and I feel back to normal. So don't be afraid. Go to the dentist, get your work done, make sure you're taking care of your teeth, and just do all of the things. I'm happy with how things turned out. And in all honesty, the main reason I was afraid to get it done was actually because I have TMJ, which is when you get the inflammation in your jaw. And I was so nervous about having my mouth be open for that long. And that's why it was really important that I found a dentist, an oral surgeon, I should be specific, an oral surgeon that knew what they were doing and was going to be able to get in, get the teeth out quickly, safely, and get my mouth closed as quickly as possible. So I had a long conversation with him about it and tried to make sure that he knew how serious it was and my history, my health history when it comes to the TMJ. So everything went well. I feel great. I actually think my TMJ is slightly better now, which I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say that it gets better, some people say it's gotten worse. In my case, as of right now, it seems like it has actually gotten better. Some of that inflammation I was having was probably because of the wisdom teeth. So all that to say, get your teeth checked out. That's all, and stay on top of it. Now, let's move into probably what you guys are more here for. My birthday weekend. I decided that I was going to do a long birthday weekend for myself. I had originally wanted to travel, but plans just didn't really align for that this year. But I knew I wanted to do something special for my 35th and just treat myself. What I ended up doing was we decided to give me just like a couple of days to do stuff. So I took off Thursday, Friday before my birthday. My birthday was on Saturday, and then I still had plans on that Sunday. So it was just 4 days of just doing things. Started with on that Thursday before my birthday, I went to a Korean spa and just had the best time. Like, I was so excited about just relaxing and having the chance to just decompress and take some time to myself. So I did that, did all of the things, got a facial, did a body scrub, did the massage, just all of the things, and just had a really good time pampering myself, taking care of me. That's like number one. Then I decided I was going to go get my hair done, and that was a good experience. I really wanted to shorten my hair up some. I didn't even cut it as much as I wanted to, but I ultimately did cut a little bit more off and just tried to get my hair to like a healthier place. I've always had really long hair. I'm actually considering going back to curly hair at some point, but just right now, it's just, I'm in mom mode, and it's so much easier to just have my hair be short and straight where I can just get it done quickly in an hour. The moms that get it, get it, and know that there's not enough time for me to do all of the maintenance that would be required to like have my hair be in my natural curly state. It's actually more maintenance work that needs to be done. So we're not doing that right now, and that's okay. Now, after I got my hair done and got my nails done and did that whole mani pedi set, which I don't even have a nail on my index finger because of the surgery. They needed to be able to put like the oximeter pulse thing on there on my index finger. So like I'm missing a nail already. So I'm gonna have to go get my nails done again. But they were done. They were pretty. They were like this like cute pink color. So I did all of that on Saturday, on Friday, came back home, did like bubble bath, just really like just relaxed and just had 2 really good days of relaxation. Saturday was my actual birthday. I took Rowan to go Easter egg hunting since I knew that I wasn't going to be able to actually do that the following week because of the procedure. So we went up to one of the local farms that we love to go to, that we normally go to in the fall. This is the first time I've ever done an Easter egg hunt up there, but it was so cute. You go in and you pay to get in. They had like pony rides, and Rowan got to do a pony ride for the first time. And just, it was just so much fun being able to see him outside. I wish the weather had been better, but it was still like a really nice day that we had, giving him a chance to like be outdoors. And I did get to see him do an Easter egg hunt, and I'm so happy that I did it because I ended up actually just not wanting to do anything last weekend. So it was really sweet that we were still able to do it. And while we were out, my nephew actually came over here and set up Easter eggs in our yard. So then when Rowan and I came back, we were able to also do the Easter egg hunt here at home too. So it was just a really nice day. We came back, got dressed, and then we went to go eat at a restaurant. Didn't get to go to originally the place I had wanted to, but we ended up going to Benihana, which is a Japanese restaurant that's not too far from us. Rowan did exactly what I needed him to do, which he slept through the whole thing, which meant I got to sit there and eat in peace. There was no better gift that my son could have given to me than the gift of like just being too tired from the morning's activities, that he just slept through my early dinner, birthday dinner. But we came back home. I had a cake that was given to me. My aunt surprised me. I had kind of like put out there that I wanted nothing bundt cake, their birthday cake, and she actually got it for me. So we came home, we had cake, and then we just kind of hung out and just relaxed and just yeah, just had like a relaxing evening. And we watched Cardi B's concert. So I wanted to go to see Cardi B in concert, but I didn't get the tickets when I wanted to. And then it kind of just got put off, and then the tickets became too high, and I was just like, I can't do it. So I decided that I was going to stream it. Thank you, TikTok, to all the people that streamed the entire concert, because I was able to find a really good seat. Like, I call it a seat, right? Somebody who had a really good seat. I was able to see the entire concert. They kept the camera so nice, crisp and clear, and I just sat there and watch the concert for, the whole time. I watched the entire concert through that while I was eating cake. So that was like how I had my evening. It was like my own little private concert for Cardi B, which she did such a good job. I wish I had been able to go. I keep hearing so many good things about like the experience in person that even watching it online was just it was never going to do it justice. And I hope that I get to go to the next concert. Who knows? I think she might still have a concert that I could get to. She does have a few shows left, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do something crazy and just go and see her. But if I don't, I at least got to watch a full concert from beginning to end right out of my home state. And then the day after, on that Sunday, the day after my birthday, that was going to see Meg the Stallion. So we went into the city. My aunt and I went together. It's my partner in crime for my birthday weekend. So we went into the city. We went to go eat at Carmine's, which is a really good family style Italian restaurant. So if you're in New York City and you're looking for somewhere to go eat, this is not sponsored, but I love Carmine's. So we ate at Carmine's and then we went to her show. They had a 5 o'clock show for Moulin Rouge. And that is where we saw Meg the Stallion. This was, I think, the second weekend of her shows before she ended up getting sick and having to like leave mid show. So we saw her before that happened. So we go to the show. Oh my goodness, the atmosphere, it was so beautiful. I've heard so many great things about Moulin Rouge, but I had never gone to see the show before. And if you do want to go see it, it's only going to be there, I think, through July. I think that's when the last show is. So, heard so many great things about the show. And it was actually a really nice show. The lighting, it's so immersive. Pretty much no matter where you sit, I can imagine would be like a bad seat because we sat in the orchestra in the middle center, and I think we were in row K. Great seats for going to see that show. You're close enough that like everything feels like it's right there in front of you, but then like everything is just all of the way they have the set designed, you're right there in front of it. And I just feel like, yeah, it just seems like even if we had been farther back, you still can see everything. And the way they have the set designed is that you can go off to the sides and then like they actually go up towards the mezzanine. So there's just like, there's places everywhere throughout the stage that no matter where you sit, you're going to have a great view of everything, except for I think up at the top in the mezzanine off to the right side, I do think that there's like an elephant that's there. And if you sit, I guess, like maybe on the very, very end of that, maybe you wouldn't be able to see. But pretty much everywhere else seems like it would probably be a great place to sit to see this show. But the music was great. The storyline is truly beautiful. And I actually didn't know, like, I didn't want to be spoiled. So I didn't actually look up what the show was about. Obviously, it's Moulin Rouge, so you have some kind of idea, but I didn't want to know the actual storyline and like the plot for the musical. And I'm happy that I didn't because it actually made for a really beautiful story to see it in person. Slightly sad, but a beautiful story nonetheless that I highly recommend you go see while Meg is there. She did such a good job. We actually got to hear her sing some of her songs too. So she performed at the end a couple of her hits, real hot girl shit. And that was exciting to actually get to see her perform some of her music at the end of the show. And then being the fangirl that I am, I had to go actually see her at the end of the show. So we asked when we were on our way in, like where the cast leaves out of, and they told us like on the side and pointed us in that direction. So we knew like, okay, as soon as the show is over, like we're hightailing it out of here because we're gonna go claim a spot so we can try to go see her. So we went over there. I had heard that she took a long time to come out. Like I think maybe some of the earlier shows it was like 90 minutes. This time she was only like maybe like 45 minutes after the show she came out. But prior to that, we did get to see some of the other cast members. I got to get them to sign my playbill. And then she finally came out, and I was so close. There was only one person in front of me, maybe like two people in front of me at the gate, and then I was right behind it. And I had told the people in front of me that it was my birthday, and I was like, I really just like, I want the chance to just say hi to her, and possibly get her autograph, which I was able to do, which I'm so excited about getting her autograph. And not only did I get her to sign my playbill, but I also got her to say happy birthday to me too. Told her, I was like, hey, it's my birthday today. And she said, happy birthday. And I have it on recording. So maybe I'll put that up. If you guys want to see that, let me know. in the comments if you want to see the video of her saying happy birthday to me, and I'll put it up on my Instagram and I'll put it up on on TikTok too. So just let me know. That'll also let me know if you've actually listened to this entire episode too. I just wanted to share that this episode was real chill, just kind of like a catch up episode on everything that I've been doing the last like two, at this point, by the time you guys see this, it'll have been 2 weeks since an episode came out. But just wanted to do that and share that. We're going to be back to regular scheduled programming beginning with next week's episode. I have a couple of things planned over the next few episodes that I'm really excited to share with everyone, and just like some conversations that I'm ready to dive into. But all in all, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself as moms, because we put off a lot of things for our children. And, taking care of them is number one. But yes, taking care of yourself is also important too, because you want to make sure that you're healthy and you're able to be there for them. So definitely make sure that you are making time to take care of yourself. Don't pour from an empty cup. I definitely think that my birthday weekend was a chance for me to just do some self care for me, and make sure you're doing that for you too. And I love Make the Stallion. Once again, real hot girl shit. This is Gina on Gina Honestly. Thanks for tuning in.